Welcome back to the Hitstick, Dallas. It's Super Bowl week, dude. You ready for this game?
Yeah, man.
What a freaking insane season of football we had, and even this game alone, like this game's gonna be insane too.
Yep.
Two fantastic football teams in the Eagles and the Chiefs. Both teams dropping was it 13 wins this year? They both went or 14-3. They were 14-3 each, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think they both had the same exact record at the end of the year. But freaking insane season of football all around. Just absolutely great games, great storylines. The championship round was actually a great set of games. We had the 49ers and Eagles facing off in the championship round, and then the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Yep.
Two fantastic games, four fantastic teams. Every single one of them deserving of where they were at. They all are in those spots.
Yep.
And these games could have gone either way. They really did. They really could have, I should say. The first game, which honestly probably would have been my game of the week, and it was yours as well, was this 49ers-Eagles game. This game, the stat line doesn't tell the story at all.
Oh, not even close.
Like, when you lose your starting quarterback, especially in a championship game like this,
yeah,
it demoralized this 49ers team 100%. Completely threw everything off for them. Nobody was playing well after Purdy went down.
Well, CMC was.
CMC was trying his heart out.
Yeah.
Much respect for that kid. But I mean, everybody else kind of just like crumbled.
Yeah, they couldn't throw the football. It's a one-dimensional offense.
Pretty much went back to what they were before.
Yeah.
When Debo went down with injuries in previous weeks and previous seasons, this team really didn't have much.
Nope.
Offensively, anyway. Their defense is fantastic, but
oh man, defense played crazy good. If they had a lick of offense in this game, what a different game it would have been.
100%. But I mean, you can't take anything away from the Eagles. They played ball. Defense stepped up.
I don't know if the winner outcome changes. That's not something I think. Like, obviously, the game is much closer. I don't think the Eagles put up 31 points if the Niners have a quarterback the whole game. But
no, I think the Niners were just demoralized.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think after Purdy went down, it showed like everybody was demoralized. No one was playing as hard as they should have for the 49ers. Like the Eagles obviously were playing for a reason. The 49ers, I feel like they kind of just lost hope. And they played like 3 quarters of football, I would say. Like that fourth quarter, they kind of just gave up.
Yeah.
Once they realized that Purdy wasn't coming back, they kind of just gave up. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say that because like I don't think any team would ever like give up, but they definitely weren't trying as hard as they were before. Like, you know what I mean?
I just haven't enjoyed all the Eagles fans and all the football fans.
That's an Eagles.
49ers
that's the Eagles.
The 49ers got stomped, and like you go and look at the box score and see that Jalen Hurts only threw for 120 passing yards, and
they really didn't need to throw the football. Though. That's the thing.
Each one of their running backs didn't even average 4 yards a carry. Like typically, a rule in the NFL is if you can hold running backs to under 4 yards a carry, you're playing really good defense.
See, I don't think the Eagles really cared though, because like they were scoring basically at will. Because of the turnovers and the lack of offense for the 49ers. Like, the 49ers were punting out of their own, like, 10-yard line a majority of the game.
But
the Eagles were getting the ball at midfield. So, I mean, it's not like they weren't... They were scoring basically at will, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, the Niners weren't really shutting them down. They were, but they weren't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like, if you go back and look at it, the time of possession shows... I mean, the 49ers only held the ball for 22 minutes.
Yeah.
But,
the Eagles had it for almost 40.
But... like the fact that, like, I'm pretty sure we watched like like collectively from both teams, like 10 3-and-outs on both sides
Oh yeah, no, I
in
mean
this game.
the Eagles. It's the Eagles really they played down to their opponents. I feel like
Yeah.
with the Niners not really playing aggressively because of the lack of a passing game. The Eagles really didn't have to do anything. That's the thing. They played safely,
Yeah.
and I mean, they didn't make any mistakes. They didn't turn the ball over. Like
Nope.
they just played football. They didn't go hard. They didn't risk people getting hurt. They all that they had to do was just play their game, and that's all that
Yeah.
mattered.
Yep.
They weren't doing anything flashy. They were just doing what they needed to do. That's why Jalen Hurts only has 121 passing yards this game. They didn't need to throw the football. They didn't. Like
Nope,
he
they
made the
didn't.
passes when he needed to. Yeah, he threw 10 incomplete passes. Yes, but he didn't have to force anything. They ran the ball a ton. They used a lot of running. 14 carries for Kenneth Gainwell, 11 carries for Miles Sanders. Jalen Hurts carried the ball 11 times. Boston Scott got yardage carrying the football, and then Gardner Minshew came in and just clock managed at the end of the game. So I mean, they didn't. They like I said, they didn't have to try in this game. I think that's why the stats aren't showing anything crazy for the Eagles. They didn't have to do anything. If once you get the ball in midfield and you just run the ball and you keep the 49ers really don't stop them on those drives where they score, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like
Mm-hmm.
the 49ers played well, yes. They stopped them a lot. They punted the ball 4 times. They converted 3 4th downs in this game.
Yep.
I mean, it was just they run, run, run. Here's a quick pass, run, run, run. There's 20 minutes off the clock. Here's a touchdown here, there's a touchdown there. That was really all there was in this game. Without the 49ers having a passing game, you can't run the ball 47 times and expect to do much. If you're down big like this, anyway.
Definitely not.
I mean, the
But
Eagles
like,
the Eagles knew they couldn't throw the football, so they just keyed the run game.
oh man, I don't know if the Niners defense will be the same next year. Obviously,
With
because of
D'Amico Ryan leaving? No, I don't
yeah,
think so.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think it'll be like this is one of the nuttiest defenses I've watched in a long time.
They had so much talent. That's the thing. It's just
Like
so many levels of talent. It wasn't just like here's a talented player at this position, this position, this
they make
position.
that team
It's
go
literally
5
like
and
so
15 on third
you
down,
have
bro.
freaking starters, backups, and their backups could also be starters. You know what I mean? Like that's the
Yeah.
level of talent they had on that roster. I don't know what they do going forward. I mean, it's a tough
I mean,
it's a
they
tough
gotta
end.
hope
It's a
both of
tough
their
end for their season.
quarterbacks are healthy, bro.
They gotta figure out that. That's the biggest thing. And if
That's horrible, bro. Two talented quarterbacks, like, because there's not like after what Brock Purdy did, there's nothing nobody can say. That kid definitely had a bright future in the
he did,
NFL.
definitely, he probably still
Um,
does. Probably.
bro, a fully torn UCL.
I mean, you never
Oh
know.
my, I mean, that's a rough injury. Like, that's not like
Coming from someone who knows baseball, Tommy John doesn't affect as much as you think it does because a lot of pitchers come back and they actually pitch better after they have Tommy John surgery. So I don't know the breakdown of Tommy John with football players, but I know from a baseball standpoint that surgery isn't like career ending by any means.
yeah.
A lot of guys, like I said, a good majority of people that I know that have ever had Tommy John surgery actually come back and they pitch better. So
But then he
hopefully
had
it comes back.
loss of feeling in his hand completely.
Yeah, that
Right?
happens with
Like,
Tom. That happens when you tear your UCL.
okay. All right.
That's common. You literally lose all feeling in your hand. You have no grip control
Yeah.
because the tear in your elbow it literally cuts off the nerve and the circulation.
Yeah. But man, I really this game I was hoping was gonna be something way better than it was. It should have been. The Niners defense literally showed up in this game the way I thought they would.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before this game, and I said it going into it, like even before that this game is gonna probably come down to one mistake. And realistically, even if Brock Purdy was healthy, I think that one mistake would have probably been the difference, honestly.
Yeah.
Like that one fumble. I mean, yes, he got hurt on that play. Yes, Hassan Reddick ripped that ball out of his hand so hard that he tore his UCL. But like that one fumble was pretty much the difference in this game. I feel like it probably would have been.
I don't think they scored on that drive though. I
No,
think
they
that
didn't. But you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that one play, you lose momentum. The Eagles capitalize
true.
later, but you know what I mean? I feel like that one mistake is all it took. It probably would have been the
Yeah,
difference in this game, honestly.
yeah. Honestly, if Jimmy G had been ready to go, man, to be honest, man, like if he, because I know what did he do this year? I forget what injury he did.
Broke his foot.
Yeah, he broke his foot. I mean, honestly, if he had been ready to go, that would have been probably a lot better to see. But Josh Johnson just, I don't even know how that guy's a backup. That guy looked awful.
I mean, he's been a third stringer for
Yeah,
years.
he just needs to go.
I mean, he's been in the league for 15 years.
Okay,
He
like
just
I said,
they re-signed him because he knows the system. He's been with the
okay.
49ers like
Well,
three different times.
he should know the system like outside the NFL because that guy just needs to go.
Coach,
That's all I'm gonna say.
go
Bro.
be a coach.
Hey, go be a quarterbacks coach, buddy. Because I mean, I'm sorry, but like that's just not it.
Tough end.
See, that was my point, bro. That was my whole point. What I said about Brock Purdy. You know, if you get a bum at quarterback, it doesn't matter how bad or how good the team is around him. If
Yeah.
he's a bum, he's gonna be a bum.
Yeah.
Josh Johnson, he was a bum.
Well, Josh Johnson's a backup.
He was a bum.
He's a backup. That's what he is. I don't think Brock Purdy's a backup. That's the thing. I don't think Brock Purdy's a backup. Josh Johnson is a backup.
I still just don't understand how that kid was the Mr. Irrelevant this year.
There was no film.
How was he?
There was no film. He played at what? He's from what? Iowa State?
Yeah.
You tell me you've seen him on national television at all?
They played Oklahoma. They had like a blowout game.
Oklahoma wasn't even that good though.
No, but before this, they had like a crazy game. Him versus Jalen Hurts. Already.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
That was like a headliner or something like that.
Well, 2 years ago, whatever. 2.5 years ago.
And Brock Purdy won that game, I think.
Yeah, he did.
He threw for, but like, I mean, he broke all of Iowa State's records.
Yeah, but you have to think like Iowa State versus like Oklahoma.
It's Iowa State.
Exactly.
Still, that kid did have a great college
You can ball out at a smaller school. Not a lot of teams are going to see you. Did he go to the combine? Did Brock Purdy go to the combine?
I don't know. I don't think.
Let me look.
But I mean, like after he played like 3 or 4 games in the NFL, teams are seeing what he's doing.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to take away anything. So Purdy did go to the combine. It looks like.
Man, I just wanted a better game, bro. Like the end of the season, that's supposed to be the best string of games all year long, and this just like defensively, this one added up. But man, I would have loved to seen like just the Niners have like a quarterback because that was the most one-dimensional I've ever seen a football team. Like they could not throw the football.
I love the analysis on this guy. The strengths and weaknesses that scouts gave him.
Yeah.
4-year starter and team leader, yeah. Different quarterback when he finds a rhythm. Makes his way through progressions. Strong hands allows for easy pump fakes to move defenders. Generally accurate passer between the numbers. These are his strengths. Confident throwing over linebackers and in front of safeties. Good toughness and anticipation as a runner. Willing to dive to move the chains. Those are his strengths. The weaknesses. Pocket setup lacks quickness. Field blinders occasionally rob him of seeing the big play. Delivery is labored. Lacks timing to beat NFL corners outside the numbers. Shies away from tight window throws. Ball needs to come out sooner on deep ball shots, and then confidence and consistency have been issues. Interesting. But he did go to the combine.
Yeah.
He just wasn't anything crazy.
It wasn't spectacular for
no, by any means. Like he was a priority. His grade at the combine was a 5.57, which on their scale says candidate for bottom of the squad or practice squad, like a priority undrafted free agent kind of thing.
Hmm.
So he didn't
Well,
grade. He didn't grade well at the combine.
he definitely blew that expectation out of the water then, because
He
holy
was
crap.
middle ground on athleticism, and his production. His production in college was higher end, but his athleticism held him back. Is what it looks like.
Sounds like Tom Brady. Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. He's nothing. He's
uh,
nothing crazy big either. Like he's only 6'1",
no,
212.
no, he's not a big quarterback.
No, he's an that's what they saw at the combine. Just an average guy.
It's an average guy.
He never was anything spectacular in college. Yeah, he set a bunch of records at the college level at his school, but he was only his best placement in college was what, second team All Big 12.
Yeah.
He was fourth in FBS in completion percentage. So I mean, nothing spectacular, nothing like flashy, but that's the thing with a lot of rookie quarterbacks. People expect rookie quarterbacks to be these gods.
Yeah, all because of one quarterback.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem. They're blinded by that.
For real. It's crazy.
I feel like because he was at a smaller school and he wasn't anything like over the top, I think he kind of just fell through the cracks.
Yeah. I feel like he played with a chip on his shoulder, man. When he took over, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
You have to think about it though. Brady did the same thing.
True. True.
Not
Man.
saying he's Tom Brady, but you know.
Oh no. No. But like nobody was, like if we also go back then when Tom Brady, first came in the league, it's kind of the same thing. Like everybody was like, well, he's not the next Montana and stuff like that. So
Yeah. No, I mean,
well, you never know. We're gonna have to wait till
you gotta
15
wait
years down
20
the
years from
line.
now. Yeah,
Yep.
when I'm freaking 50 years old,
That's the only time we'll be able to relevantly talk about it, unless he's like out of the league in 6 years,
or
which
next
who
year,
knows, or next year, who knows.
you never.
You never know with these guys.
Nope.
It's the mystery of football.
Unfortunate end for the 49ers because they had a great season, great
Yeah,
roster.
man, that game had so much potential, man. I don't understand how they couldn't get any. Like, I get it that Josh Johnson was like what their fourth string.
He was their practice squad quarterback this year.
I get that he probably
He just
like
knows their
didn't,
system.
but like, how could he not get that passing game going at all? Like, not at all.
Just
And I
wasn't
get
working.
it that the Eagles' defense is good.
The
Like,
Eagles have a fantastic defense.
I can't take anything away from them, but like, bro, like, why couldn't we couldn't get Debo involved at all, George
No,
Kittle involved at all, like at all, like
nope.
we can't run a play, like this is the game to start pulling those plays out that you've been saving all year, the plays
See,
that no teams have seen
that's
all
the
year
thing though.
long.
Is like, I feel like the 49ers almost were hoping that Purdy would come back, so they weren't doing anything
Yeah, I
until they
mean,
figured out that Purdy could not go anymore.
yeah,
Like they waited so long to hope that Purdy would come back that they were already down so much, and then it was pretty much over.
yeah,
Instead of we just need to keep going. Instead of waiting, they just needed to keep going.
yeah,
They were kind of just playing a waiting game. They just ran multiple run plays in a row and then punted the football after the Eagles stopped him each time.
yeah. Just unfortunate, man.
I feel like Shanahan just got conservative, and it was just a bad
Yeah,
decision.
he did. But like even with the conservative like play style of football, it kind of showed why he had to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because Josh Johnson just wasn't making plays,
No, and yet
and then he had the concussion.
then
So
he got a concussion, and they were
and
kind
then
of
like
just screwed.
like when Brock Purdy had to come back in and he couldn't throw he legitimately couldn't throw the ball. That's the most one dimensional offense
Oh,
I've ever seen.
they're running it
You
before they
know they're
even.
running the ball
Yeah,
like.
before yeah, exactly.
Dude, it's just the Eagles blew up every play at the 1 yard line.
Because they knew
It's like,
everything was coming.
yep,
They knew Purdy wasn't gonna throw it. So all you have to do is just freaking stack the line and run for the running back.
that was crazy, man.
There's just nothing you can do at that point.
Oh yeah, and absolutely nothing.
You literally can't say anything bad about the 49ers after Purdy got hurt. So you can't.
Yeah, no, that game, it's not really like for me. It wasn't effectively a football game
It's not.
after
It's
that
not like
point.
I want to say that this game has an asterisk next to it, but it's that
It,
basically.
yeah, it,
Like the Eagles earned it. Yes, I'm
yeah,
not
they
taking
earned
that
their
away.
win.
They earned their
Yeah,
win. But yeah, there's like an asterisk there. It's like it's not like they won one.
this is the easiest game. This game turned out to be way
That's
easier
gonna
than
be
it
the
should have been on them.
storyline. That's gonna be the storyline of the Eagles this year because like
Yeah,
people they're taking it as the Eagles had the easiest schedule this year. They did technically.
yeah,
To be fair though, that's based on last season's records. Every team in their
true.
division could have been a playoff team. Three of them were. Like no one saw that coming. To be fair, this year,
no.
no one
Like,
saw the Giants in the playoffs. No one saw the Redskins now, the Commanders playing the way as well as they did this year. I
yeah,
mean, they didn't make the playoffs, yes, but no one saw that division being as competitive as it was.
yeah.
So, because of the fact that they say it's the easiest schedule because of last season, I can't say that the Eagles had the easiest route to the playoffs. They earned those wins. They did.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a thing all season long, like forever now, because the Eagles had the easiest path to the Super Bowl. That's just going to be a story.
Barring this game, it's kind of that. I mean that kind of held true. I mean they stomped on the Giants before this. So.
Yeah, they did. But the Giants made it to the playoffs, so
True, true. They just weren't ready for that team.
no, they weren't. The Eagles are a very good freaking football team.
Nick Sirianni's done an incredible job with that
Phenomenal coach.
organization.
Phenomenal coach. But tough loss for the 49ers, tough end of their season. Great win for the
Yeah,
Eagles. They're back in the Super Bowl again. We'll
they're
have to see
back,
how that
baby.
goes. But the other side of this was this Bengals Chiefs game. This game was interesting.
Game went exactly how I thought it would.
Very interesting game. I mean, it was close. I thought it was going to be close. I didn't see a blowout happening in this game. Back and forth between the two teams the entire game. I mean, there's really nothing else to say here. Both quarterbacks played okay, bro, with the two turnovers. I mean, that really was what costed that for the Bengals.
Yeah,
Couldn't really get a running game going. Us Mixon with 19 rushing yards.
yeah.
But on the, I
No,
mean, on the flip side, the Chiefs didn't have a running game either. Their leading rusher at 26 yards rushing. So,
yeah, but what they lacked in a running game, they
oh, they turned it around with the
picked
passing
up in
game.
a,
Oh
with a
yeah,
Pat Mahomes, man, 326 yards.
yeah, utilizing his receivers. They had freaking Valdez Scantling went off.
Oh yeah, man. Just bro, that's their ticket to this Super Bowl win, honestly. Is if Pat Mahomes plays like the way he did, the running game's a little bit good, a little bit better, but I don't think they'll have any running game against that Eagles
This
defense,
Eagles
to be
team,
honest.
no, good luck.
I don't think they'll be able to run the
It's
ball.
gonna come down to how Pat Mahomes
I
plays.
do think the Eagles will have a less of a pass rush because, like I said, I really do think this Chiefs O line is one of the best O lines in the NFL.
That right side of the line is not good at all.
Well, I mean, they have like three like basically three
Orlando
dudes
Brown
that
left side. Who's the hell's their left guard? Who the fuck's the Chiefs left guard?
it's Orlando Brown
No,
Jr.
left guard. He's the left tackle.
Oh, left guard. See, left guard is where they're like kind of okay at.
That's not true. The
Wait,
left
wait,
side
wait.
of the
No, no,
line is
no.
stacked. It's the
Hold on.
right side of the line that the Chiefs don't have any offensive
I
line.
thought they had a good center and a good right guard and a good left tackle, and then it was the right tackle and the left guard that were.
I'm pretty sure that right side or the left side of the line is the one that's stacked.
Hold on, let me see.
I'm pulling it up. Joe Tooney or Thuney, whatever the hell it is on the left guard there.
Okay, yeah, he's really good.
He's great. Creed Humphrey's one of the best centers in football.
Yep.
Trey Smith has been up and down. He's had an up and down season this year. That right tackle is a freaking rotational door. Like,
Okay, no,
That's
you're
their
right. You're
that's
right.
the weak side of their
It's
line is
the
the right side.
whole left
The whole
side.
left
Yes,
side of
it's
their
the
line is great.
yeah. The left side
So
is
that's the side
fantastic.
that Josh Sweat blitzes off of. So you have Hassan Reddick going up against Andrew Wiley and Trey Smith on the right side of that line. That's scary.
I mean, I think he can do it. I
So
think
you,
he'll
so
be
you
alright.
have Brandon Graham and Hassan Reddick blitzing your right side. That's scary to me.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles' D line is really good, but
If you watch this game, most of the Bengals pressure came on that right side. Sam
yeah,
Hubbard and BJ Hill up the middle on the right side. That's literally what it was the entire game in
yeah.
this game. That's where they got their pressure on Pat Mahomes.
Do we have any information right now as to like what the playing status of Pat Mahomes and like
Hundred
Travis
percent.
Kelce and them?
Mahomes is 100%. I'm pretty sure he's been a full participant all week. I know that for a fact. I did see the one scary thing was the Chiefs have some like illness going through their locker room right now.
Yikes.
Yeah, they'll probably be fine. I doubt that's gonna be a big factor in this game. But this game was a good game all around. It really was. Bro and Mahomes have always battled well against each other. Just
Yeah, no, this game went as I thought it would,
yeah.
just based off how both of these teams played the whole year.
I know for a fact that Bengals fans hated some of the calls that this game had penalty wise.
There was a lot of questionable calls, but there was a lot of questionable calls that I think were the right call as well.
Oh yeah, no,
So
definitely. I mean, this game went the way it should have. It did. If you take away everything except that last play, basically that Joseph Asai hit frickin' Pat
yeah,
Mahomes out of bounds, like everything. If you take away all of that except for the last one, this game goes the same way. Like
hmm
nothing changed anything except that last play, really.
yeah,
Because if his side doesn't hit Mahomes there, Mahomes is already out of bounds. Your defense may stop the Chiefs, honestly. Like you have a chance at least, because the Chiefs were driving, yes, to get that field goal.
oh yeah,
But
100%.
like you had that he was out of bounds at what around like the 50-ish, like right around
Yeah, if he
midfield.
doesn't touch him, the field goal would have been
It
way
would have been a lot
longer.
harder of a field goal, yes.
Yeah,
Like you know what I mean? Like they could have had a chance.
yeah,
That penalty, that hit was that was the game.
yep.
Literally.
I mean, that set up like a what? What was the distance?
34, I think.
Yeah, it was almost a chip shot field goal.
Instead of it would have probably been like a 50, 55
A
yarder.
50, yeah, 50 something. Yep.
And Bucker has had a rough season.
He's had a rough year, and they were playing in not great conditions
Yeah,
for kicking the football.
there was wind, it was cold.
Yep. No, but I mean, honestly, I think the mistake the Bengals made here is they should have definitely attacked the deep, like outside the numbers to T Higgins and Jamar Chase a little bit more this
See,
game.
that's the thing is like L'Jarius Sneed got hurt early in this game.
Yeah,
Early.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that. I honestly think they should have attacked deep a lot more. When that guy gets hurt, start chucking it, man. Just start
That's the
chucking it.
Chiefs' number one corner.
You got T Higgins. Like T Higgins is a huge receiver,
Mm-hmm.
huge, and he's fast and physical. He'll go up and get the ball. Same with Jamar
Higgins is
Chase.
who, or no, they
I'm
wasn't.
pretty sure every time Joe Burrow threw the ball deep to them, they caught it. Just about every time.
Minus the one interception he threw deep. It was a pass to Tyler Boyd. If I'm not
Yeah, but
mistaken, it got picked off.
we shouldn't be chucking it deep to Tyler Boyd. You got Jamar Chase and T Higgins. Use Tyler Boyd like to open space for those guys.
Yeah. I mean,
Because when you start throwing it deep to those guys, that's going to give Tyler Boyd and Hayden Hurst and Joe Mixon all kinds of different opportunities in the past game.
oh
Where
yeah.
like,
I mean,
bro, this
these
Chiefs
the two
defense stepped up in a
interceptions.
way I haven't seen all
Oh yeah,
year.
the
So
Chiefs played ball in this game, 100%.
that defense stepped up. Like honestly,
2 sacks from Chris Jones, sack and a half for Frank Clark, sack for Karlaftis.
yeah, like this defense stepped up in a way I don't think we've seen all year. They
if
made it
the
genuinely
interceptions,
hard.
honestly, yes, they're mistakes by Burrow, but they really didn't factor much into this game.
No, I don't think there were scores off of them.
Like I said,
Were there scores off of
if you
them? I
take
don't
away
remember.
literally everything that would have changed the game, like penalty wise, call wise, that last play was literally like the deciding factor. Honestly,
Yeah, it was. That last, yeah.
and the Chiefs were moving the ball, but Burrow was going out of bounds. It wasn't like he was trying to extend a play. Like he was giving up.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a good game. This game was the better game to watch this week, which I honestly that's one thing that I didn't think we were gonna be able to say.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought the best game of the week was gonna be Niners Eagles.
I'm pretty sure
I mean
everyone
that.
did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone thought it was going to be that way. But I mean,
It is what it is.
I
Football
will
is
say
football.
Burrow's going to be back. As much as
Oh,
I wanted him to
this
like
kid,
get to the
this
Super Bowl,
kid's future is bright.
he'll be back.
He's gonna.
Mahomes is at like the peak of his prime right now. I feel like literally right at the peak of his prime.
Yeah.
I think you probably get like 3, 4 more like great seasons out of Mahomes, and I think he starts to slow a little bit.
We'll see, man. Tom
I mean,
Brady's.
he's an animal. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, Tom Brady's a way to stay completely relevant for
how much longer do you
you.
think Andy Reid lasts in the NFL? Because
Not much longer.
that's what I'm saying. Is like I think you get like 3, 4 more great seasons out of Mahomes, and if Andy Reid leaves, I think that's when either Mahomes is gonna either leave Kansas City for some miraculous thing, or he's just gonna start to, I wouldn't say like decline, but you might see a little bit of regression.
Yeah.
I think that's a good like window for Mahomes.
I think you'll have a fantastic replacement though for Andy Reid.
Oh yeah, no, I think the enemy is staying there to do that. I genuinely think that's how it's gonna be.
We might
Burrow's
honestly
just
see.
starting to hit that cusp of hitting his prime.
Yeah.
Like he's on the up and up. There's no
Yeah.
downcline in him at all.
You know what people don't talk about Joe? I mean not Joe. Pat Mahomes, like his improvement from the last time that he was in the Super Bowl is if you remember the last time in the Super Bowl against the Bucks when they lost,
Yeah.
he was trying to do too much, man.
Oh yeah, he's young. He was
But he
young.
doesn't do that. He does, bro. He doesn't do that no more. Now he just makes the right play.
100%.
And
I
and
will say
ever
though,
since
I have
that,
seen him make some mistakes this year.
yeah, no,
He's not
no,
immune
he's
to
not.
that. He does
No,
make
he
some
no.
mistakes.
Every quarterback makes
Yeah,
mistakes,
there's
but
no
like,
you're not perfect. Even the goat made mistakes his
yeah,
entire career.
but like what I'm trying to say is he doesn't like try to just go crazy. He just
No,
like
he's very
his
composed.
crazy
He's
plays
very
now are
composed. He's
yeah,
very composed.
and I think we might see like a lot of that change in him show in this game coming up.
Probably, I could imagine that. The thing about that, like with Mahomes, is like he's very composed. He's a very composed quarterback. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he needs to do, and he doesn't
Yeah.
do anything that he doesn't need to do. Um, he's not making the mistakes that he did when he was younger. I think he's matured a ton. And this ties into it. I think that you have probably like 4, maybe 5 more prime seasons for Mahomes before he starts to slow down. I feel like I don't think he's got the duration that Brady. I don't think anyone has duration that Brady had. Like there's no. I don't see Mahomes playing into his 40s. I don't.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, no. The,
He's more of a mobile guy. He's taken hits before.
yeah.
It's not like he's protected in a pocket where he's not scrambling and taking shots and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, honestly, at the rate that he's going, he might not even need to play as many years as Tom Brady to catch up to the rings.
That's what I'm saying though. Is like you probably have like a window of like 4 or 5 seasons of probably just like repeating into at least a championship game for Mahomes at least.
Yeah.
And then I think you could start to see the likes of Joe Burrow, maybe a few other young guys in the AFC have a chance. You know what I mean? Start to creep up into it. Burrow's. This could very well be the championship game again next year, like dead ass.
Yeah.
Honestly,
People forgetting about my quarterback, and just
I
there's a
don't
guy.
know that
There's a guy.
situation, dude. I don't know that
There's a
situation.
guy in Baltimore that's pretty damn good at
And there's
football.
also a guy in Baltimore that's $100 million off from what the team wants. So
He'll be all right.
that's what I'm saying.
He ain't going
There's a
nowhere.
question mark there. I can't say anything. That's what I'm saying. I genuinely think this could be the AFC Championship game again next year because I don't know if
No, yeah, you're pretty valid in saying
I,
that. I mean, the Bengals have a lot of players that are.
it sucks to say it, but I think I don't want to bring up other teams, but like the Bills, I feel like their window's closing.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it might
no,
have honestly
100%.
closed. Like that defense, I think is gonna crumble.
I don't even know if Stephon Diggs wants to stay there anymore.
I don't like. There's so many questions there, and we could save that story for a whole other episode. But like like this could very well be the AFC Championship game next year. It could be it for a few years, honestly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the window for Mahomes is now. Like it's right now. He's in the middle of his prime. He's not going down anywhere. I don't think there's much more he can go up. You know what I mean? But there's no going down either.
I will say this: when it comes time for the Bengals to have to pay Joe Burrow, I think that's going to give them a lot of issues.
I don't know, man. They have a ton of money somehow. So
They have a ton of money right now, but think about look how many players they have in free agency this year.
yeah, all teams
They
do that.
have
All teams have that though. Look at the 49ers. Basically, 3/4 of that roster is a free agent.
Yeah, but like the guys that really make the team, pop are the ones that are
It's not even true though.
starting in
Like
multi-year deals.
a good majority of that like starting defense is a free agent.
I think Nick Bosa's still got a few years in his contract.
I said a good majority of their starters. I didn't say Nick Bosa.
Oh, I'm talking about like the guys that the guys that are like
Fred Warner is a
focal
free agent.
points, the focal points.
Fred
of the
Warner.
defense
Fred
and
Warner is
whatnot.
their star defender, free agent.
Yeah,
Their starting corners, free agents. Trevarius Ward's a free agent. Their starting safety up opposite Hufanga, the young guy, free agent. So like they have a lot of players
but
becoming
like
free agents.
quarterbacks get paid a lot of money.
Oh yeah, they
Burrow's
do.
definitely going to be one of those quarterbacks that gets paid a lot of money.
They do.
There's no way in hell that Joe Burrow's going to get more money than what Deshaun Watson got.
Yeah, and I think the Bengals will have that money.
But giving that kind of money, it does put a fork in the wrench.
But if teams want to win championships and players want to win championships, they'll take less money to win championships. They will.
True. That's true.
They will. Like Jesse Bates is a free agent this year for them. He's going to return. He's not leaving. He knows that window's that window for the Bengals is right there. They're right there.
Yeah.
If it comes down to taking a pay cut to win a championship, a lot of the guys that are still in Cincinnati are going to come back for less money.
Yeah.
They will. If it means winning a championship, they will. If the window was closing on Cincinnati, like say they were in the situation that the Bills are in, I would leave for somewhere else.
Yep.
Which is what a good majority of those free agents I think are. Like Poyer, I don't think Poyer returns to Buffalo. I think because he's a free agent. But you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like if these teams want to win, like the Bengals are right there. They are. They were there last year. They're there this year again. Their window is like they're there.
Yeah.
So these guys are gonna come back, even if it means that Burrow's gonna get paid, but other guys are gonna take cuts. They will to win a championship. They 100% will. They might leave after that, but they're gonna stay as long as they have a chance.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean,
why would you want to go somewhere else? I mean, don't get me wrong. People do. They do leave for money. It's a business. I get it. But like, if I was in that position, I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anyone else. But like, if I was in that position and if I had a chance to win, and I knew that team had a chance to win, and they were like right there, I would take less to stay. Yeah. I would.
I mean, that man. I feel like money speaks though.
It does.
Because, why did
it's a
Tyreek
business.
leave the Chiefs?
It's a business. It is. I can't even explain that Tyreek Hill thing. I really can't.
The Tyreek Hill leaving the Chiefs, that was like
They must
you're
like
leaving.
the only thing I can think is that there was a burning bridge somewhere in there between him and management or ownership or something. That's the only thing I can
I
think of.
mean, maybe.
I can't explain it other than that. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, I know what it really came down to. The Chiefs didn't have the money to pay him the money
and he
he
just
was.
wanted money. Yeah.
He wanted his money. I mean, he definitely earned his money.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, he showed the Dolphins that he was worth every penny this year.
Hmm.
So,
I mean, he was up on the list for freaking Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year.
so like, it came down to money. The Chiefs roster is so loaded that they just don't have the money to pay another guy like that.
They didn't really need to though. Obviously.
They obviously, yeah, they didn't need to. They were perfect in the draft for what they needed,
Hmm.
and they already have their key pieces.
Yeah, like I said,
So,
I can't speak for everyone. There's players that are going to chase their money. Respect. It's a business. You got to make your money. There's also guys that want to win rings, and I've seen it happen plenty of times where they take less money to stay for a
oh yeah,
chance.
Tom Brady did that numerous times.
Oh yeah,
You know what
Brady
I mean?
took pay cuts his entire career to win multiple freaking rings because that's just the system they had. They had a chance. There was that window that Brady was in where they were just winning, winning, winning. And if I was in that situation, I would have done the same freaking thing. If I had a chance to keep winning, I would stay there for less money. That's just me though. There's like I said,
Yeah. Yep.
there's a lot of factors that go into it. This Bengals team is right there. They really are. I think they've proven it.
Yep.
They got hot, even though like they struggled. They got hot. They got hot at the perfect time. They got healthy at the perfect time, and they've done it 2 years in a row now. I mean, like I said, this could very well be the championship game again next year. It really could. But
Yep.
great win for the Chiefs. Tough loss for the Bengals. As is football. But to go into the Super Bowl down in Arizona this week, Eagles Chiefs. Both teams, I think, match up very well. I really think that.
Oh yeah.
Eagles have a better defense, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, they're just like a better overall defense. I think the Chiefs have a better quarterback. I think the running games are kind of balanced, in my opinion. Better offensive line for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Receiving core with the quarterback play, I think they're pretty close, honestly, with the quarterbacks that each team have. So with obviously Pat Mahomes is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. He is.
Yeah.
Like
He elevates receivers.
he does. That's what I'm saying. So that I think that balances it out. So
Uh-huh.
like the Eagles have better receivers.
Yeah.
But the play that both of them get based on the quarterbacks they have, I think it honestly it all balances out. So like this game is pretty close. I have to look at the spread because
I'm pretty sure the Eagles are the favorite in this game.
I have to find the spread.
Just based off the way they've won their last two playoff games.
What is the spread for this game? Super Bowl spread. I have to see it. I haven't seen it updated since the championship games. Spread it's from a day ago. So the spread is Philadelphia by 1.5.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it's close. It's very close. Over under is 51.
They're gonna have the keys. The only way. I think
they have to limit Jalen Hurts scrambling.
Well, yeah. That's for the. I was gonna say for the Eagles to win this game, they have to somehow just totally eliminate Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce cannot be a factor in this football game.
I don't think they like. Yes, shutting down Travis Kelce is a big thing. I think putting pressure on Pat Mahomes is going to be big.
Yeah, no, putting pressure on Patrick Mahomes.
I think that's
Mahomes
I think that's the
very well.
I think that's the biggest thing though. Is if you put pressure on Pat Mahomes, if you put pressure, I've said this countless times on this show. You put pressure on a quarterback, they're bound to make a mistake at some point.
Yeah, true.
You have dudes in your face the entire time. He's bound to throw a pass into coverage or a shaky pass out of a hit or something like that,
Yeah.
where it something can happen. You just keep putting pressure, something's bound to happen at some point. I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's going to affect
true.
Pat Mahomes because Pat Mahomes
It,
does handle pressure
yeah,
extremely well.
it's yeah. What I was gonna say. Like your that argument is like 99.9% right, but the 0.1% is
Oh yeah,
Patrick Mahomes.
100%. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it is Pat Mahomes. He does handle
I've
pressure
watched him
extremely
run
well.
away from four
But if you
defenders and
continue, if
throw
you
the ball 60
continue to
yards.
put pressure on the quarterback, something's bound to happen at some point.
You're right, 100%. It's just
So
it.
shutting down Travis Kelsey, yes. I mean, if you shut down Travis Kelsey, this offense can
Yeah,
get very
it's gonna
one-dimensional
make the
very
game
quickly.
way easier. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. I just don't see the Eagles shutting down Travis Kelsey.
No,
That's the thing.
I
I don't
don't.
think they have
I
the
don't either.
linebackers to cover Kelsey.
You, you already know Andy Reid's pulling out the plays that
Hmm.
haven't been used all year that they've had in the back pocket to score a
See,
touchdown.
that's the thing with Pat Mahomes. Like, if Kelsey goes into coverage to block and it opens up, they have other tight ends that basically ball out like Kelsey does. It's actually kind of weird. Like, if you see Noah Gray out there,
Yeah, Noah Gray's great.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Honestly,
Like, he's not like a big name guy by any means. He doesn't make big plays or anything like that. But if you look at the Bengals game, they had Kelsey and Gray out on the field at the same time. The pass would go to Gray, and Kelsey would be blocking like
yeah,
up the field for Gray. He draws the attention away from people a lot,
yeah.
and it opens it up underneath for other guys to
Yeah,
come
but
in.
if Travis Kelsey has 100 yards and a touchdown in this game could like this game could be crazy, bro. This
Oh
game could
yeah,
be crazy in like three different factors. The
mm-hmm.
Eagles could go nuts in this game.
Yep,
Jalen Hurts gonna have another like big game, like running and throwing the ball.
yep.
But on the flip side, we could see Patrick Mahomes just torch this defense.
I mean, anything can happen. We don't know.
Like, yeah,
It could
I'm
be
actually really
it
excited
could
for
be a
this
low
game.
scoring defensive game.
Yeah, it could be a low scoring
It could
game
be
too.
a
That's true.
freaking all out freaking offensive
I think
freaking
we're more likely
war.
to see an offensive shootout than we are a
I
defensive.
wouldn't call a shootout. I could see like another almost like another Bengals game in my opinion. I think that's more accurate.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't see more than like 30 points for the winning team. Like 30 31 points. I feel like that's a good number.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
It'd be fun though if they just
I
went
mean
crazy and they had
that would
50
be
points
fun,
each.
yes. I just don't I could see more of a Bengals Chiefs game than I could see a
Yeah.
freaking all out war.
I want to see some I just want to see some Madden stuff, bro. I just want to see these dudes IRL Madden in it, just fucking, just slinging it 1 yard touchdown, one play drives, fucking kick returns and punt returns for touchdowns and shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a good game either way. Either way. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, this game
I
probably comes down to a turnover.
do the
One big
do the
mistake.
Chiefs get one dimensional if the running game doesn't work at all again? That's gonna be a big story for me. Is it like if they can't get the running game going again, and especially against this
Yeah, but
Eagles team that's been very good against the run, they built up that defensive line significantly this year, adding Sue and Linval Joseph.
mm,
Um, I know it's Pat Mahomes, but like
I don't think they'll be. I don't think getting
If
one
the Chiefs can't get
dimensional.
no, if the Chiefs can't get the run game started, if you go pass happy, not necessarily abandoning the run, but that can get risky against this Eagles defense because they have
I
good
mean,
secondary.
yeah, I mean, true, but I don't think that'll affect them. Nor I think it's worse the other way around. Like
Not
I
be able to
think,
pass the ball.
yeah, not being able to throw the ball is way worse than not being able to
Well, I
run the
mean,
ball.
if you look at what has happened to San Francisco,
Exactly. Like I mean, you literally have no chance in hell if you can't throw the football. So I don't think getting one dimensional without the running game will honestly. I honestly think that is the most likely thing to happen. Actually, I
yeah.
don't think Isaiah Pacheco is running against this Eagles defense. I just
See,
don't see it.
that's the other side of it. As like, I think Miles Sanders and Gainwell, that combination of those two guys, I think they'll get something going running the
Oh
ball.
yeah, I mean they do every week.
Hmm.
they find a way to get the run game going
If
every week.
Sanders struggles, Gainwell goes off. It's always how it
Like
works.
even the games the Eagles haven't run the ball well, they've never given up on their run game.
Oh, yeah, they continue to run it. They do. Whether it's
So
Hurts scrambling it or
yeah,
it's some weird like RPO thing.
I expect them to keep running the football no matter what happens.
That's another thing though.
Because
Is like if Sanders struggles, Gainwell pops off. He does.
yeah, Kenneth Gainwell has been great for the
Like
Eagles.
Gainwell's a great. He's like if Sanders is going off, Gainwell's a great compliment to it. He
Yep.
is. If Sanders struggles, Gainwell still pops off.
Yep.
It's a great 1-2 punch for the Eagles. Like
Yep.
having Sanders is great. Sanders is a great running back. He is. He's fantastic. Honestly underrated in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gainwell doesn't get enough credit though in that offense. He really doesn't.
No,
Like
he's
that
like kind of
man.
that closer, man. I mean, he'll finish a game.
Oh yeah, he will, and he'll finish hard. He doesn't give
Yeah.
up.
Nope.
That man will pound you into the ground the entire
Yeah.
game until that final whistle. He's going 110%.
Yep.
Respect though. Like
Respect. I'm honestly excited. This is gonna be a fun game to watch.
sad that it's the
Unless
last game of the year.
unless unless something just unfortunately stupid happens and we watch a career deciding injury and just
I'm not even gonna think about that until
I
it
don't
happens.
I don't want to but it's football
Yeah.
and we've seen a lot of crazy shit happen this year, so
Yep. We
I
have.
can only imagine on the biggest stage what could potentially happen. I don't even want to think about it, but
Yeah. I mean,
do you
I'm
imagine
excited.
they have to cancel the Super Bowl
Nah, that wouldn't
and
happen. Too much
reschedule it?
money on the line. Too much money.
Oh yeah, that's true. All the oh yeah, they'd have a riot in the stadium.
The freaking
Super
minimum
Bowl
ticket.
tickets
Hang
cost
on.
is like five.
Minimum. I'm just gonna look it up real quick. Super Bowl ticket. Super Bowl ticket price because I did see they reduced it. Uh, Average ticket price is $7,100 right now for one
Yep,
ticket.
yep. I was gonna say 5K, but that's 2K short.
7 no, it was over 10K.
Oh,
I
sick.
think it was closer to 11K per ticket.
Yeah, with the price of that, yeah, they can't cancel this game, no matter what
Not
happens.
even that though, but all of the betting and everything that which is a freaking huge part of football now. You have to think about that.
Yeah,
Like
Vegas kind of runs the
their
NFL
Vegas
now.
runs the NFL. It does. As much as the NFL doesn't want to admit that Vegas runs the NFL.
Yep.
I think there's that I saw it on Facebook today. Like there's at least $16 billion like invested on this game in bets. $16 billion invested on bets for the Super Bowl.
Let's go
Freaking
forward in
insane.
time real quick, Cobra. Let's go forward in time.
Go forward in time. Let's find out what happens when
Find out. Yeah, and then we could just put our whole life savings on this game
put
for the
everything up
winner.
for it. Just gonna
Yeah,
sell my soul real quick.
why not?
It's gonna gamble my soul for the freaking Super Bowl.
Hey, why not?
It's freaking insane though. Like for real. I'm so excited for it. I really am.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game.
Yep. No matter what
I
happens, it's gonna be a good game. No
I
matter what.
honestly see a shootout. I honestly see like an offensive just display of just scoring more than I see a close grinded out game.
It's not gonna be a grindy game. It's gonna be a fun game to watch. I don't see like a Madden game. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good game. It will be. It really will. Both teams are fantastic. They've earned their spots here. No matter what the schedule says, they've earned it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Like coming from a Dolphins fan, like I don't have any hatred towards either of these teams. So I don't care one way or another. Yes, the Eagles are kind of like my second team because of, you know, Merck, but
Yeah. You'll
it's
probably be rooting for the Eagles
I mean,
more in this game
that's
than
who I'm rooting for. Yes,
yeah.
but like I won't be upset if they don't win. Like I just want
Oh, I
a
mean,
good
yeah.
game. I just want a good game. That's all I
I
care
just want
about.
to watch some good football.
Yeah,
That's all I care
it's the
about.
last game of the year. Like, why would I get pissed off over who's winning in this game?
Yeah.
But anywho, any last comments, thoughts?
No, that's all for me.
All
All
right,
good.
we'll be back next week after the Super Bowl to recap this game, and then start our off-season stuff. So excited for that. Be on the
Yes, sir.
lookout. Well, I'll keep everyone updated on what's going on with this channel. But hope you guys have a good week. Have a good weekend. Go Birds, as they say here in Pennsylvania. Dallas, I'll catch you later, brother.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.